Hello and welcome, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us. And the Clippers starting five. George and Leonard are the forwards. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Harden, and it's Mann in at the two guard. And for Philadelphia, Tobias Harris is out there with Batum. Then there's Maxey. Then it's Hield. And it's Reed in at center. And Greg, these are two of the more stacked teams when you look at their depth. Sometimes that can be a challenge for a coaching staff.
No doubt about it. Anytime you've got to divvy up minutes, somebody's going to be unhappy. But you need a deep roster if you want to contend.
Now Harden. And the layup's good off the glass.
And when Harden's this close, he looks to score. Love his mentality.
Hield kicks to Harris. Back to Hield. Reed against Zubac. Reed the pass to Maxey. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And Smitty, we know when it comes to the Clippers, they seem to go as Kawhi Leonard goes.
No doubt, Kevin. The only year they didn't make the playoffs with him, he was hurt. But when he's healthy, they are dangerous.
And that one misses. And Greg, while the Sixers have been a factor time and again, they've been unable to get past the conference semifinals.
Where they've bowed out in 5 of the last 6 years. But you go back, they haven't made it any further since Allen Iverson led them to the finals back in 01.
Here's Mann. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And it's good for 2.
His tremendous hands are part of what makes Kawhi effective inside. That's why they call him the Claw.
Harden against Maxey. Hield outside. He kicks it to Batum. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Zubac.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
And the Clippers, one of the more efficient three-point shooting teams, Greg, in the NBA.
And Kevin, really over the last decade, that's been one of their most consistent traits. And it's not just because of talent. They're smart about the shots they take.
That free throw good from Harden.
And what's remarkable is how complete Harden's game is. Making shots or making passes, he can create points in a number of ways.
And both free throws good for James Harden.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Maxey kicks to Harris. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Back to Maxey. Pass to Hield. Launches it. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And never shying away from a 3. Hield has supreme confidence in his shot.
Here's Mann, covered by Hield, and it's blocked. Now, here's Maxey. Over in the corner, Batum. Maxey against Harden. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George.
Sixers ball.
Let's see some of the numbers here for Tobias Harris.
And he's struggling with his shot these days. The analytics bear that out. With the true shooting percentage heading down in these past 10 games. But, guys, it wouldn't surprise me if that was a trend that he could reverse here tonight.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Kelly Oubre's checked in for Batum. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Hield. Here's Oubre. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle. And now a three-point play chance here for him.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
And early on, if you're him, you just want to see the ball go through the net and get into some kind of rhythm.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. The Clippers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Maxey against Powell. Plumlee trying to break loose. Some solid defense from Maxey. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Now the dish to Lowry. Harris passes to Lowry. Just 5 to shoot. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Offensive rebound. Reed. Harden with the defensive effort.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
And finished off by Leonard.
And the passing ability of James Harden, elite.
Maxey looking it over. Takes it from 10. He gets it in there.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now here's Leonard. Last game, 26 points. Now the pass to Powell. Outside Leonard. Pass to Plumlee. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, it's good. Nice touch there from Maxey. Maxey's got 5 now. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
George with the ball. From outside the arc. Oh, my goodness, with no time left on the clock.
Without a moment to spare, he guts this one out.
Coach, at the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. Clippers lead by 2. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, George and Leonard are the forwards. Harden out there with Russell Westbrook, and it's Plumlee in at the 5 spot. Bamba with the block.
And the giant wingspan of Bamba strikes again. Just fantastic at spiking shots in a variety of ways.
Here's Payne. Westbrook pulls it in. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
You know what? That's a game where the coach might just want to burn the video, because there's no question they're a better team than what we saw, but they got crushed on that night.
And obviously we know that's not how they usually play, but hey, they've got to perform better next time around.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Clippers have their sights set high. Coach Tyronn Lue says this is definitely a championship team, and it's not going to just come. We've got to put the work in. There's got to be a lot of sacrifices. If we come together and do the right things, we definitely have a chance. Kevin, back to you.
And David, he's a big reason why. Thanks so much.
Smart play there. Well-timed roll to the basket. Bamba's got intelligence off and on the court.
That one doesn't drop. Some solid defense from Maxey. Here's Harris. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Westbrook can't get it to go.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
Now here's Payne. He's covered by Westbrook. A step back shot here. Payne's shot is good. Payne's got his first points in this one. And Steve, we're not seeing as many back-to-back games as we used to. That's been a point of emphasis in the scheduling in recent years.
It takes time to bounce back after every game, and credit the NBA for cutting down on these back-to-backs. Fewer of them means healthier players and fresher legs.
Harden gets the bucket.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here.
Injuries have hampered Paul George over the last few years, but when he's healthy, he's elite.
Greg, he's still a go-to option offensively, who can guard the league's top wings. And as he's aged, he's really embraced a leadership role.
Martin's checked in for Philadelphia. Hield comes in for Cameron Payne. And then for the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Plumlee. And Norman Powell subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Count it, good.
And you've got to give it to Harris, able to make subtle adjustments under defensive pressure.
On the wing, George, covered by Martin. And George kicks to Harden. Left side, Leonard. 4 on the shot clock. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. All reads checked in for Harris.
Sixers ball. Now into the line
For Philadelphia, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Hield the pass to Maxey. Martin against George. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Drives to the hoop. Bamba with the block. Hield outside. Pass to Reed. Now here's Maxey. With the floater. And the rejection by Zubac. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession.
Coming out to the floor for your Sixers, Kyle Lowry.
Here's Hield. And so it's tied as we head to halftime.
Score.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The Clippers.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. It is bedlam. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. Some good moments from both teams, but as the first... That about right.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
You know, you almost take it for granted. You look at his numbers from the first half, they're just expected at this point.
We've got Reed. Tyrese Maxey out there with Buddy Hield. Then there's Batum. And it's Bamba in at the 4. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Bamba with the block. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Zubac. And now the fast break. George with the ball. Over Hield. And it's off the back rim. No good. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. And Zubac picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first.
The 76ers making a switch here. Harris is checked in.
Coming out to the floor for your Sixers, Tobias Harris.
Here's Maxey. He has 5. For the lead, and the rejection by Zubac. Maxey against George. He dishes it to Harden. Passes it to Zubac. To the paint. Here's George. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Maxey.
Ooh, the craftiness of PG-13. Awesome job fooling the defender and jumping into the contact.
The Clippers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Taking 2 shots.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
I like how Paul George can be your go-to guy, but he can also accept a secondary role. Very unselfish.
And so he makes both from the line. And Greg, when they talk about youth development, the days are gone when coaches divided guards and bigs when it comes to skill work. When did that change?
It's kind of a recent development, maybe the last 10 or 15 years, but it's amazing how the game has evolved. Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Batum with the steal. In the corner, it's Hield. Gets an open look and hits. Hield's got the lead up to 2 now for the 76ers.
Nicholas Batum making the resourceful play, gifting the ball to a ready shooter instead of forcing something.
Here's Leonard. That one, no good. Some solid defense from Harris.
They've come out ice cold to start this half. 3 misses and as many attempts.
Clippers have gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Here's George from 13 feet. It goes down. George has got it all tied up now for the Clippers.
Always a threat to get to the rim. This time, Paul George pulls up and buries it.
Maxey against Harden. Left side, Maxey. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Russell Westbrook.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Oubre's checked in, and Los Angeles will go for a different look here. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Amir Coffey comes in for George. Bones Highland is checked in for Mann. And Russell Westbrook subbed in for James Harden. Shot clock at 6. Here's Highland. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. And the Clippers lead by 2. 76ers have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Maxey against Westbrook to the inside. Harris off on the layup. The Clippers shooting 43% for the game. Westbrook feeling it out a bit. And it's Highland in the corner. 34 seconds left in the third quarter. Some solid defense from Reed. Westbrook against Maxey. Over Westbrook. Goes back up. A nice shot by Reed.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
It's blocked. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
Substitution for your 76ers. No Bamba. Kenyon Martin Jr. Kyle
Outside Westbrook. With 1 on the clock. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sport.
23.
And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You see why they trust him with the ball in his hands. He can make the simple play, and he can pull off the spectacular.
All right, fans.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Man in at shooting guard with George at small forward. Ivica Zubac is out there with Daniel Tice. And it's Westbrook in at the 1. Philadelphia with the ball. The pass to Martin. Pass to Harris. From past the arc. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's man, covered by Heel. Outside for George. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Clippers lead by 3.
An absolute marksman from three-point land. Paul George can drain these in bunches.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Lowry. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Lowry's got his first basket of the night.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Westbrook kicks to Tice. Outside, George. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Harris.
Defense throws everything at George, but he persists and finds a shot.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Los Angeles?
Smart ball handling from them in this one, passing around to get ahead of the defense and putting it in the hands of ready shooters.
And they've also played exceptionally well in the paint tonight, taking advantage of their opportunity to work inside.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. All Reed's checked in for Bamba. Batum comes in for Martin. And it's Payne in for Kyle Lowry. And the 76ers call time here.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
Yeah, if that weren't the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse told his team. He told them to pick up the pace. He said, if we're going to win, we have to seize this moment and act fast. He said, go all out or go home. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Here's man, covered by Heel. The jump hook, and too long on the shot.
Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
And with the rebound.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
At the free throw line, Paul George is usually very consistent. He just can't let the stakes get inside his head.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Taking 2 shots.
And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
Tremendous showing of confidence by getting those 2 to fall.
1:52 left to play here in the 4th. Here's Heel. And he gets it to go.
And that is a big-time performance. I like how Heel embraces the responsibility of being the alpha dog on that one.
Count it. George has got the lead up to 5 now for Los Angeles.
Paul George loves these situations. The bigger the moment, the more he wants to deliver.
Heel left side. Here's Reed. The rebound by Harden. Los Angeles leading by 5. Here's George. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Great defensive effort. Just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
First team foul.
First free throw is good, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
And this team believes in Harris because he wants to be the guy to take on pressure.
Maxey's checked in for Cameron Payne. Zubats is checked in for the Clippers.
Yeah, that's who you want stepping to the line when the game is close.
A shot by Harden, wide open. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And putting so much pressure on your defense. James Harden, a menace offensively.
Here's Maxey. Can't hit from in close. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. And George gets it to go.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
Showing the quickness right there. Just tough to keep up with it.
And here's George. And so they foul intentionally.
Nicholas Batum. That's his first personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the Clippers, Paul George.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. Here's Philadelphia.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
And you know, disappointment starts to set in a little bit. You fought all night, just wasn't meant to be.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for Philadelphia, Tyrese Maxey.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 7. And he is unable to get the second one. George against Maxey. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by George. And the Clippers lead by 9.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
Oh, big time from Batum. A cool vet, and the pressure situations just don't get to him. No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Paul George. 2 shots.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line.
Timeout
And it's an
for the
8-point game. Timeout called the 76ers. They trail by 8. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. What's your take, guys?
Licking their wounds. It hasn't come together for them tonight.
They are left picking up the remains of their game plan. Better luck next time.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Paul George.
And when a player scores over half his team's points, you know he's going to be our pick. Even when he's been the exclusive focus of the defense, they just haven't been able to keep him in check. A tremendous individual effort.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. And so Los Angeles takes the win, and in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Kawhi, how satisfied are you with your team's performance tonight in this win?
We did a great job tonight. You know, we got to come in every game with the defensive hat on first, and we did that tonight. We made shots, and we ended up winning the game.
Took a